Hello and welcome to Carlos and Lisa. I'm Lisa Remillard.
And I'm Carlos Amesqua. It's nice to have you with us. I know you're used to seeing Lisa and I sitting on the couch arguing face to face.
My favorite thing to do.
But here we are arguing in little windows with this nice, cool surrounding, but it's not in person. We look different. Everything looks different. TV is different. Life is different. But look, I watch the football games. They look way different.
Right? There's so many things about the way television looks now that is different than it was even 6 months ago. So like you're talking about football. I was watching football over the weekend. I love football. You know, I love college football. I love NFL. You do too. But I have to tell you, I was watching it and I said, are they piping in crowd noise?
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, at some stadiums they are actually pumping it into the stadium so that the players get a sense of what it would be like with the crowd, with cheering and everything. It's so weird. I mean, they're doing it in Premier League in soccer in England. They pump it in, and then the announcer says, if you don't want to hear the sound, go to another channel. We actually have it without the sound.
Isn't that weird?
That's very strange.
So like all of our sports, obviously baseball looks the same, you know, nobody in the stands and, you know. And
nobody cheering for my Padres who are like playing Slam Diego, they're calling it. You know, this is like the greatest year in the history of Padre hitters, and we can't be there.
I know. It hurts my heart to even think about it. I know. So not just sports that looks super different.
Yeah.
But like your regular TV shows. I know Jeopardy just came back on the air with a new season, and everything is spaced out, you know, socially distanced. All the podiums are different.
Yeah, everything's different.
Everything's different for that. I mean, it's the same format, except for well, all-time champ Ken Jennings is back as a contributor to all of this, which
isn't that well? But gosh, that guy has a brain that's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
You know? I just want to see Sean Connery one more time.
Me too.
That's not the question you asked, Trebek. That's not what your mother said.
That's what your mother said last night.
Exactly. Which always strikes me as so, I mean, when you watch Saturday Night Live and the recaps of that, I was like, there's no reason why Sean Connery and Alex Trebek should be in a fight. There's no reason for it. But anyway, we digress.
You know, Dancing with the Stars also looked different.
Right?
No audience.
How weird is that?
With the weird energy, and they're trying to make it exciting and fun, but you need people clapping, you need that engagement. It's very different. I mean, I know these companies have to get the works like us. We never stopped. Because we don't have an audience here. You're watching us at home, but seriously, it's way different.
Right. We don't have an in-person studio audience.
Not yet.
But other, you know, Jeopardy, you know, they survive like that. That's where you get the energy of a show. And I think that's what people don't understand about television, especially sitcoms or Jeopardy, game shows, Wheel of Fortune, things like Dancing with the Stars, of course. You know, the energy of the show really comes from the crowd. That's why before they start taping, they always have the hype man out there kind of getting the crowd all riled up, right? It's a weird dynamic now in the landscape of television. So I always think it's interesting to watch TV now and just look at how different or how much different these people are having to behave on television in order to try and recreate that energy that's just not there.
Have you noticed how the news anchors are getting closer together?
Yeah, they were really fun.
Eyewitness News started here. It's now here.
I know. Pretty soon it'll be right back to here again.
Back to the normal configuration.
God willing, right?
But you know the thing. I'll just say this about the football games. It was kind of cool to go back to normal somewhat. Yeah. Put the politics and all that nonsense aside. Let's just talk about watching football. It did me a world of good. I hope it did a lot of people that.
Right. Well, I mean, I got to be honest though. We had it on. I was watching it, but I found myself, and I don't want to hear emails. Send all of your complaints to Carlos Amesqua at carlosandlisa.com. And I love football. I didn't care.
Wow.
I was on my phone the whole time, and that usually never happens during football. I was like, meh. Yeah. And I think it's because of the crowd energy that I like to see, and the players feed off of it. And like, it's this cycle, right? It's not happening.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm still wondering which team I'm going to root for. And I was happy for the Chargers win. I was happy for the Rams win. And I was very happy about the Raiders.
Can we talk about SoFi Stadium for a second?
Wow.
Gorgeous.
What a palace. To have it empty like that was such a crime.
Right?
Oh my God. $5 billion and it's sitting there empty with no people in it. Oh my gosh.
It's a gorgeous stadium. And I mean, I cannot now, like I would go when it's time and when it's safe, I would absolutely go just to check out that beautiful stadium in person.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. No, I can't wait. I've driven past it. I've actually gotten off the freeway, driven down there to go look at it, just drive around. It's spectacular. It is pretty cool. And I've flown in over it, and I go, oh shoot, I wish I had my phone and I didn't like take a picture of it. But it's pretty cool looking from the air too.
Yeah, it is weird to see that big, brand new, beautiful stadium with absolutely nobody in it. It is
but I have to say, we are inching closer and closer to normalcy. We will never be normal, but life may go back to normal.
That is true. Speaking of which, we have a great show for you. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.